Good evening, Team Breaker. What almost happened today? You almost got killed. Get crazy! So out by where we go to the bathroom for the dog, we don't go, I go. She doesn't go poop out there, no. If you see me doing this, it's because I'm trying to tame my mustache to do something, but it's not doing it. Yeah, out by where we take her out to the bathroom, there's this gate. You guys have seen there's a gate there, and there's a sign that says, no motorized vehicles. Sometimes the gate is open, and when the gate is open, that means that the football coaches and stuff are there, so that they can take out, you know, the football equipment from this shed that's down the hill. That's all fine and dandy, except the sign still says no motorized vehicles. And the reason that sign is there is because we take our dogs for a walk out there, and if you have a motorized vehicle back there and you're being an asshole, you might actually run somebody or somebody's dog over. Like, I let Nani go to the bathroom, and it's like 5:45 and there's still people there fucking off. This guy with this big truck starts pulling out, almost hits Nani. It's a good thing you're real smart about just swerving shit and being all fast, because if you didn't know how to do that naturally, you would have got ran the fuck over, because this guy did not even stop. I'm yelling at the guy and giving him the finger. Now the beauty of this instance is that the guy has his like 12-year-old son in the passenger seat, and he's pulling up to me like this is the front of the truck. Yeah, and I'm standing there talking to one of my neighbors, and she's like, what the hell? And I'm just like, I dare this guy to fucking stop and talk to me. I dare him. So he backs up and rolls down his window. Hey, excuse me, sir? And I'm like, yeah, okay, I see why you're being all polite, because you got your kid in the passenger seat and you're trying to teach him a lesson. So what I decided I was gonna do was, at any opportunity I was going to get, I was gonna teach that kid a lesson too. There's a sign down there that says no motorized vehicles. You guys violate that sign all the time. The reason it's there is because that's where we take our dogs out to go to the bathroom, and sometimes we let them run around because dogs need to run around so that they can poop. It's a simple dog fact. But I told him, I'm like, that's why the sign is there. That's the reason for the season. When the gate is open, that means we're conducting football, and we have permission to be back there. I'm like, oh, okay. So what you're saying is that because when the gate is open, you can then go down there because you guys have the key to open the gate. Now I understand why you'd need to open the gate, because you'd like to get down there a lot easier, because you're going to have a whole drove of kids marching down to the football field, and you don't want to have them go around a stupid gate. I understand that. But still, it says no motorized vehicles. And he's like, well, we have permission and it's property of the school. And I'm like, yeah, who do you think put the fucking motorized vehicle sign there? The school. We conduct football. He's just going back to the whole, well, you know, it'd be nice if you guys picked up the poop. And I'm like, that's none of your concern, because you don't play football right there. You don't conduct football on that little hill that we get, that little tiny hill we get to let our dogs go to the bathroom. No. Because we're not allowed to take them down to the football field. Heavens no. I mean, we get in trouble if we do that. So this guy's just running around in circles. His logic is, if the gate's open, we can go down there and we don't have to obey the sign. But if the gate is closed, then they have to obey the sign, because the sign says no motorized vehicles. So I'm just like, I told him, I said, all right, I understand what you're trying to do. You're trying to be real polite because you got your kid in the car, trying to teach him a lesson and be a good dad and be respectful. And that's all fine and dandy. However, I'm going to teach him a lesson right now. This is how you punk somebody out. So your logic, sir, is that when the gate is closed, the no motorized vehicle sign is still to be obeyed, even though when the gate is closed, no motorized vehicles can get back there. However, when the gate is opened, then you can just ignore the motorized vehicle sign. That's fucked up logic. See, I just punked your dad out. You guys have a good day. I didn't even sit there and talk to him. Just walked away, dude. I was like, I ain't got time for this shit. Guy's in the driver's seat. He can drive out anytime he wants. There's a line of cars behind him. So there's 2 other cars that were down there that are trying to get out of the parking lot as well. And I'm like, this guy could just drive off in the middle of me destroying his entire argument. But no. But knowing this guy, he's probably gonna drive off and be like, don't listen to him, son. We have permission, and I drive a big Ford truck, you know. Because that's the logic of people who live up here. It's, if you have a big truck and you're a father, then you can do no wrong, even though you are doing a ton of wrong, and almost killed my dog, so. What? What? Yeah. Yeah, you're excited too. Now I want to show you guys something, and I don't mean to show this to you in this way because I want you to be like jealous or that I'm flaunting something or anything like that, because this has been a combination of me working, which I lost my job, by the way, but I'll tell that story in just a second. You guys helping me on Patreon, and a few people with direct donations throughout the year, really, from streaming, and I've really just been penny pinching like crazy to make sure that I save up enough so that I can go to BlizzCon. So the total amount that I need really to get to BlizzCon is $1,000. That's the ticket, the hotel, and spending money, I guess, for food and emergency expenses and stuff like that. So I just wanted to show you this. This is $1,000 right here. And I wanted to physically pull it out of the bank and show it to you because I wanted you to know that I wanted you to see the proof, because you guys know me. I like to let you in on what's going on. I don't like to keep you guys out of the loop. I don't like to have you guys thinking like, well, I'm supporting this dude on Patreon, but he's been putting out less vlogs, and I really don't know if I trust this guy or whatever. He says he's going to BlizzCon. Maybe he's not going, that sort of thing. I don't like people thinking that way, even though I'm not saying you guys are thinking that way, but I just like eliminating the doubt. Just like I like eliminating the stupid crust that you get in your eyes when you wake up in the morning. I have long eyelashes for a man. It's not my fault. But yeah, there it is. That's the trip all taken care of. So we're going. Unfortunately, Ken is not coming with. He had to, at the last minute, make a decision. He had to make a family man's decision, and I'm not going to hold it against him that he's not coming with me, even though he said he was coming with me for like months, and then he's not coming. So, yeah, he's not coming with. So I'm coming on. I'm going to BlizzCon by myself. The only thing I wish I could take with me that I don't have is a better camera than this, but anything will do, really. It's just that I would like to have those interviews where I'm like, hi, with the microphone, but that's not cheap, so. And without having my job, that's just really not possible, so. That's really, yeah, and the reason I lost my job, so you get this shit. So up here it's at-will employment, so they can terminate you at will, right? And they can have just any old reason why, right? No call, no show, one time, bang, you don't have a job. I went to the hospital on the 26th. The hospital is like just 5 blocks up from where I live. And I went there because I was feeling really weird. And I didn't know, just didn't feel like I was getting the flu. It didn't feel like I was coming down with anything that was familiar to me. So I went there, and you know, they gave me a full checkup, and they said, you're just, you know, stressed, and you have, you know, you're just stressed and overweight, and a lot of things are crashing down on you all at once and stuff like that. You just need to go home, take a multivitamin, get enough rest, drink lots of water, and you'll be fine. I forgot to walk out of the hospital with proof that I was at the hospital. I walk in and I talk to my boss, and I'm like, look, I don't have proof that I was at the hospital, and I didn't call in because by the time I got out, everyone would have been gone out of the offices anyway. I thought I'd just get one unexcused absence. Nope. He's like, well, according to corporate, you're fired. And he felt really bad. I don't blame him. I blame his, you know, his bosses. But what he did tell me, he said, he's like, you know, call me back sometime in November. Because he probably said November because there's probably like a waiting period where you can be rehired after a period of time. And he's like, just call me back sometime, and the job will be here for you when you need it. Because apparently I was kicking ass. I was like Mr. Baller Badass. According to everybody there. And I'm like, I'm only raising like $300 a day in fundraising. That doesn't seem like a lot. He's like, no, it's a fucking lot, you know? But yeah, that's what's been going on. Nani, don't lick your butt. It's bad. It's bad to lick your butt. Nah, do whatever you want. You can lick your butt. John's gonna be over later today. He's gonna do some raids in Harmony in Destiny. I'm gonna watch Monday Night Raw. Wrestling's kind of getting boring because certain wrestlers who were supposed to like still wrestle to keep up with the continuity of the story and the suspension of disbelief and that sort of thing, they got injured all of a sudden. So now there's these other guys that are coming in, and they're like, now I'm gonna challenge the Hulkster. he's not wrestling. But for those of you who don't watch wrestling, it's the, you know, he's challenging the big guy, the champion, whatever. And you're like, why is this guy? This guy has no reason to do that. So it's really kind of weird, but I don't know. Wrestling is a little piece of my heart since I watched it a lot when I was a little kid. So, but yeah, washing some dishes. Anybody want these metal things? I got all of these metal things. I'm gonna pick up this grape on the ground. I'll have some videos out in October, I promise. There's gonna be a lot of ArcheAge stuff that I was going to make. I actually have one ArcheAge video that I will put out because I did record something that was really decent. The other ArcheAge video that I made is just a fucking waste of time. But trade pack run video is actually informative, even though the game, when you play as free-to-play player, like without your patron subscription fee thing, it really is kind of pointless. So that's my face of disappointment when it comes to ArcheAge, because it was gonna be so good. Now it's like, where's the toilet? I need to throw up. I just want to thank everybody who's been continuing to support on Patreon, even though there haven't been many vlogs and actually 0 videos that have come out. Even though that is exactly what the Patreon says it's for. And you know I hate that there hasn't been anything, but there's a lot of planning. It's not something I just don't think about and I just go, oh, fuck it, you guys know that. So thank you guys for that, especially those of you who are still supporting, because it is the 30th today, it's the last day of the month, so I will see who the real loyal people are tomorrow. But anyway, thanks for watching. Don't forget about junk. Bye, Nani. We'll be back later. Okay? Get crit.